And then, oh hey, we can all appear now, I guess.
Hello.
There.
Oh,
Wow.
huh?
Everybody looks so good.
Hey.
Look at hey.
Hello.
Look at
Someone's
this.
gonna have to change.
Yeah, we all wore the same thing. Oh, gosh.
Wow. What a coincidence.
Yeah. Hey. So, welcome to Inside a Blaseball. Just a reminder of the theme of this. We are all actually trapped inside a Blaseball right now. So,
Yeah.
if you could please send help, that'd be great. You might notice a couple things right off the bat. First, we're all wearing these things. They're pretty cool. We're so excited about these. Wow.
You can't see I have hair.
What? Who do we have to thank for this? Blaseball Cares. Thank you. What a wonderful gift. We are all so happy. These are the coolest things in the world. And Roldan, Roldan, what happened?
Yeah, what's the story,
I
Roldan?
haven't been home in 3 months, so looking forward to getting my jersey, but the
Next Christmas for Roldan.
next Christmas.
Thank you, Blaseball Cares. Though, when
Yeah,
I
thank you,
got
Blaseball
it,
Cares.
Yeah.
like,
These are
almost
incredible.
Thank you.
Next thing you might notice is we have a very large team here today. This is the most game band members you've seen in one place. This is more or less this is like the full team, more or less.
Yeah.
But we new to the stream is Cedric and Corey. They're actually OG game banders. They predate me here. They predate everyone but Sam. But why don't you say hello, Cedric
Hello. Hello, everybody.
and Corey?
Hello.
You might know them as Cedrissimo Sugar, Corey 13.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
RIV.
Wait, is Corey
RIV.
13 still alive?
I
Or
Yeah.
unpercolated, I guess.
Is it? It's me and Steven and Corey
And Cat.
Wow.
and
and
Cat.
Congratulations.
Kat
Right.
Yeah.
and Kat
Look at that.
and the only non-official member. Got it. Managed to squeak through. She's a keeper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the kettle. Sorry, don't forget the kettle.
She's not a keeper. But you know what I mean. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, the pedals
Burns
are
me things. That's terrible. Corey, I really like that shelf behind you. I just have to get it out right now before we start. That shelf is
thank
very
you.
cool. It doesn't have anything on it, but I like it.
Everybody turned around
Thank
and
you.
looked
Thank
at their
you.
shelf. to
Yeah,
see if they were-
Yeah.
used to
It's
have used to have a bunch of board games on it, and then yeah, we took those off because I have a cat.
We all have some sort of shelf in the background. Except Felix. Yeah, you don't. Felix.
So it just has the city.
Which is just a bunch of shelves all stacked on top of each
Yeah,
other.
if you think about it.
They're people shelves.
People shelves. Yeah, a
Buildings are
building?
just people shelves. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a people on a shelf currently. We all are.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
True fact.
Honestly, I forgot how to do one of these streams. Is there supposed
live,
to be a
that's right,
structure
yeah.
or?
We have to ask questions.
This is the part where we usually start with the structure and then it goes away in about 15 minutes.
Right, we can explain what the structure should be. Let's do that.
Yes. Someone want to take that?
Who's echoing?
Okay.
Probably me. Hold on.
Yeah, it's
hold on.
probably Sam.
Everybody
Yeah.
told me I was going to echo, and
I'm gonna mute and see if it's me.
It's
Is it me?
all right.
ah.
Is it still echoing?
I just heard the echo for the first time just then.
I think
I don't hear anything now.
Okay. Sick.
You know what?
Here we
Whatever.
are. Also, just on audio issues things, is the audio latency bad, folks? I just guessed a number this time, and I hope it's better. But how's that going, huh? Chat, let us know. Audio's fine.
We're professionals.
It's fine.
Way better.
We're getting better at
TBH.
this.
Better. What number did you guess? What number did the sim guess?
200 milliseconds. Yeah.
Nice.
It's still slightly delayed. Now let's go to 300. How does that sound?
Is it up? Is up what you want or down? I actually don't know how it works.
Well, we want
wanna-
more delay.
More delay or less delay?
Is the audio delayed or is the video delayed?
Right. That's what I'm asking.
This is the sort of content you can expect from the Blaseball team, you guys. This is the caliber. Videos delayed.
It's just a lot of
Yeah.
arguing about numbers.
Okay. Video is delayed, so we want more audio delay so that it's
to compensate so that they sync up. Right. Choose an odd number. Get crazy with it, Joel.
Come on,
okay.
baseball fans, you know balancing is not our strongest suit.
Name a number. Somebody name a number.
321.
Ooh, nice.
3, 2, 1. I like that.
1.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, now everyone's naming numbers.
They're
Oh,
all saying
420.
420, which might actually be like the correct number to do here. Let's try funny and just see how it goes.
I
Okay.
did a lot of work to not say 420. I just want to say that out loud. I worked really hard to not say.
How is it now?
Yeah, how are we doing? How's the audio?
Feel a lot more relaxed all of a sudden.
That's pretty synced up. It was the magic number.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at us.
Sometimes it's a
Perfect.
joke. Sometimes it saves you. You know, that's the
Are
beauty.
you guys hearing like a waterfall? What's happening? Oh, it's a sink. Never mind. Sorry.
About to say,
All right, we gotta tighten this up a little bit, you guys.
Hearing a waterfall?
It's almost like water is pouring from something inside my nose. It's really weird.
It just seems so loud. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's just a people waterfall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally, the format of this show is that we have a few of us and a bunch of questions that the community has posed to us. And then we try to spend only a set amount of time on each question. So I think at the very first one, we were like, 2 minutes per question, let's go. And that didn't work very well because we are not concise people. We don't like to answer things quickly. We like to talk about them at length. So that was fun. And then the second one I wasn't there for, so I have no idea what you did.
I
What
would
did
like
you do?
to. I think
We
we did a
did
good
pretty well.
job that second
We
one.
did
I
better.
kept us on track.
We have the buzzer for the second one?
Oh, let me turn off the
No,
audio on that
we turned it
timer
off
right now.
because it's way too loud.
Yeah, that's a good.
Like a really offensive buzzer? Like it was like a...
Oh yeah,
It was
awful.
loud not to us, but to apparently to it
Oh.
was
Yeah,
Very
no one
funny.
else could hear. I could hear it at a normal volume, and everyone else could hear it very loud. Okay.
Yeah.
Timer's good. Yeah. Let's pop up the timer. I can do that. Check that out. We gotta find a good place for this timer. We just have so many people. Let's just put it on Sam.
Whoever in chat just said this is the problem with sound. Like, come on. It'll be fine.
All right.
That's why you have volume knobs, you know?
stop.
We'll put that there.
Stop talking about sound. Sound is banned.
Okay.
For now.
So thank you to all of our patrons on the Patreon for submitting questions. That's very appreciated and gives us stuff to talk about. We will try to answer everything that we can, but we can't spoil things. Anything else?
Oh, we also have something to say at the end of the
Oh.
stream.
Yeah, we have a very minor announcement for the end of the stream.
Super minor. Nothing. Very small.
Nothing to
Smaller than a bread box.
Smaller than a bread box.
definitely smaller than a bread box. You could fit it inside a bread box.
Yeah, it would fit inside a bread box.
Yeah.
So yeah, just stick around. It's nothing major, but stick around. Do we have a designated question reader for this?
I can do some of that. I have them pulled up.
Okay.
All right.
Are we ready? Is everybody stretch
just
out a little
start?
bit?
Ooh.
Ow.
Okay.
My back actually popped pretty heavily there.
Yeah, I've been sitting in this chair all day. Okay. So should we start? First question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Go for
The
it.
first question comes from Friday's lifeguard Lioness on behalf of SIBR Associate Commissioner Prime Minister Chube. JSD Esquire. Joel, can you talk about self-care for 2 minutes?
Is this a yes or no question? Well, thank you for the question. I don't feel qualified to answer this question, but I will use this time to say that like we had a nice 2-week holiday. Like I feel very rested from that. It's important to not base your entire life around just working and what you do at work. So it was really nice to get a little break. And it's just, for me, it's just about healthy habits. Healthy habits, you guys, like sleep, water. What other things are food? Eat good food.
Moisturizer.
That's a big one. You guys think of any other things?
Get a good night's rest.
I said sleep.
Sleep.
Oh, you did, but
Yeah, it says
okay,
sleep.
but like take breaks and stuff.
Right.
Go on a
It's,
nice hike.
it's important to say good sleep.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't just
bad
get sleep.
I've been having a tough.
Don't phone it in. Okay, on the sleeping.
Yeah.
I feel like exercise is probably good at some point.
Yes. Get some cardio in there. Get your heart pumping.
A healthy diet.
Diet.
Healthy one.
Breathe.
A healthy diet. Yeah.
Cedric, what do you consider a healthy diet?
Oh, you remember the food pyramid that we learned in like, I don't know, elementary school? When was that?
Yeah.
That anything on the food pyramid except for like sugar, you should tone down sugar.
Doesn't the food pyramid say to eat a lot of bread?
Yeah, it's
like all bread.
I'm pretty sure the food pyramid is super outdated now.
Yeah, it's like
What's wrong with bread?
They don't teach it
Yes.
anymore.
Self-care
Like the
equals
opposite of
bread.
self-care.
Okay.
What's
Eat
wrong
bread.
with
That's
bread?
true. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with bread.
Great. Well, that was 2 minutes. Pretty much anything we said there works, I think. What's the next question?
The next question is from Keeper Chaos. How is admin Pope Sunman doing? Are they okay after they were banned from Blaseball by a rogue bot? Do they want a care package to send them? Does anybody?
I don't know.
I haven't heard from some in
yeah.
ages.
I haven't checked
Simon
in.
very well.
Yeah, I vaguely.
I forgot about them.
Yeah, I
But
I feel
honestly, my least favorite ump. I'll say it.
yeah.
Wow.
Wait, who's your favorite on?
Man.
Yeah. Could you rank the umps?
Yeah, rank the umps right now.
I don't know all their names off the top of my head. I think.
There's a lot of them.
Oh shit, there's so many.
What were the new
Wait,
ones? Ravioli,
The
ravioli
new ones.
and
Yep.
cake.
cake. Is that right? Okay.
We got
I miss Husky.
Husky.
Throw it out there.
Husky.
Husky was good.
Steel? Is that
Steel.
one?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got Steel.
Steel is one.
Chaff.
Chaff. That's all right. Chaff exists. I forgot.
Raul.
Yeah. Raul's number one.
Raul. Yeah. RIV.
I think it goes Raul.
It's incredible.
I forgot what the question was.
So insulted.
Does Sunman need a Pope Sunman need a care package?
No, I heard Summon's fine. He's definitely not dead. Totally fine. Living a nice life.
I'm
Not
sorry.
dead.
What's
I'm
living
sorry,
here?
Sunman, if you're watching that. I said you were my
Yeah.
least favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's probably just, he's very passionate
Yeah.
ump. So I think probably doing something with the sun. That'd be my guess. No.
Yeah. Feels good to me.
I'm just glad we named all the umps. Did we?
Did we? No, she didn't name all of them.
No, I think we missed one. Yeah.
Oh, miss.
Are you
like
counting
the
Sun
easiest
2 Man?
one on this.
Oh, Sun 2.
Oh,
You
Steel.
didn't rank Sunman.
I
on
said
the
Steel,
list.
didn't I?
Said Steel.
We said Steel, Husky.
You didn't rank Sunman on the list. You didn't-
Oh, I didn't
Apparently,
rank Sun
Sunman
last.
and Sun 2 Man are just down the bottom.
Yeah, Sun 2 Man's actually on the bottom, and then
Nice.
Sun Man's above.
Cool.
Just
Okay,
because,
next question.
duplicates aren't as fun.
Next question, everybody.
All right, rolling along from
We're doing-
Wasp Fennec. What is your favorite part of Blaseball cosmology that you can safely share? And would you consider one day compiling a book about the cosmology and selling it? Joel?
Oh, am I supposed to answer this?
I don't know anybody, but we have a lot of talks about cosmology, so I didn't know if you wanted to.
I remember earlier we sat down and we're like, let's figure out for that question like something we can safely say so that we don't on stream try to figure out what we can and can't say. And we did not complete that conversation.
Here we are.
The book idea is pretty good.
What book idea?
The idea of compiling all
You
cosmology.
can't say that.
Oh. Yes. Yeah, totally. There are diagrams of.
There's a lot of stuff.
There are pictures of the Blaseball cosmology.
I will say this is we've had a lot of thoughts on the Blaseball cosmology over time, and I'll say it's especially hard to answer right now because it's going to be used and explored more in the near future. So a lot of the stuff we came up with in the past era is going to be explored. So,
We've learned a lot about the immaterial plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you are interested, though, I can just share my screen real quick.
Please don't.
Give me a little.
I have actually
Every
disabled
time.
it. I've disabled
We
it.
disabled just from you though. You're the only one not allowed to share.
That's deserved.
They literally had a conversation about you doing that right before this started.
Yeah, we all made sure.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we need
What
something,
can we
right?
say? Yeah. What did we reveal last time? Oh, where the peanut came from.
Yeah.
We said. Yeah.
Can we say one of the terms that we're playing with?
Yeah. Totally.
Which one?
That's science.
Science.
Yeah.
Should we say the main one, or should we the secondary one? The tertiary
Up to
one?
you. Up
Just
to
pick
you.
one.
Pick
Oh, this
randomly. Spirit of Baseball.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. There's a value that every team has called identity. Identity. I'll type it in.
Oh, right. I should
need to
remember what that
type
is.
it.
Oh.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Next question.
This comes from Max. If you could add any sound to Blaseball other than peanut crunching or foghorn sound, what would you add?
None.
What a question. I mean, God, there's so many. We could do cheers from all of you, the fans. Like we could turn on all of your mics while you're watching the game and hear your voices. I think that would be really exciting. Maybe the screams when something bad happens to players, because occasionally that happens.
Screams?
I think that might be good.
Screams.
Screams.
Could you?
Like, what does a soul scream sound like? You know,
Why don't
there's
you?
only one way for us to find out.
Why don't you give
Why
us
don't
a
you
sample?
Yeah. Why don't you sample us a scream right now?
I'm not part of the immaterial plane. I'm not able to replicate it properly. Cedric's the musician here.
So
though. Maybe-
what
thought
you're
you were gonna
saying is-
say.
You want me
I
to
thought you were
scream?
gonna say you're not union voice actor
Yeah.
and you can't.
No,
also
so what
true.
what
Also
you're
true.
saying is sound can't pierce our plane from the material plane, so they can't be sound on the Blaseball website, is what you're saying.
There could be.
Because
I
we
like
would be
that.
incapable of perceiving it
No,
correctly.
Yeah, a
It
sound
just
from the,
can't come from us. But it can definitely come from the website.
I'd like.
I'm
like
gonna
a-
put in a blank. It's gonna be empty audio. Like there's no. It's an audio file, but there's no sound in it, and it's just gonna make it impossible. The website's gonna be so slow because there's audio playing on it, but there's nothing playing.
I'd like an out of tune organ that
Yeah,
you can
that'd
just
be good.
play. You know, for
Yeah.
walk up music or seventh inning
Yeah,
stretch.
walk-up music.
um,
What would
No,
be,
that's my
Walk
choice.
up music, but it's like a second long because that's how long the
It
walk up takes.
Yeah, there's weird strings. Everything sounds slightly off.
And
That would
then
be my
there's
choice.
how many games playing? So there's how many times is that playing per game?
No, but you could do it. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you press a button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like walk up note. It's just one note that plays.
Yeah. Well, that was the foghorn sound, but
Right.
they said other
No,
we
than
would
it's
do a
like a
whole song
2
out
notes.
of it.
It's like dun dun.
So we just
Yeah.
give them a piano, like
Uh-huh.
a little mixer on the website, and they just make their
That-
own music.
yes, that
That's
I would love
that's
that.
pretty good.
I can't-
My
Thank
real
you.
answer
No.
though, seventh
really
inning
pitched that.
stretch, Seattle Garages, greatest hits.
Oh yeah, that's every game at the 7th inning
every
stretch.
game, and
And it just
hopefully
plays a
it's
full
the same
song, too.
time for every game,
Can we each?
and it just picks a different one for each one.
I have a request. Can we each do our soul scream?
No.
No,
Thank
Oh,
you.
people have neighbors.
nobody wants to
Yeah, I have
do soul
neighbors.
scream.
I mean, Joel, if you would like to.
Yeah,
Now you have
offered,
to.
so
I have neighbors. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I chickened out.
Joel Scream is very good though. Whoever's beat you in the chat, Joel Scream.
Next question.
Okay.
Next question. This is from Link.
Link?
If you had to make
Oh, wow.
a Blasona for yourself, like the Pandemonium artists, what would their name be and what would they look like?
I already have an answer.
Wow.
I thought about this months ago. I thought of a name and I was like, this is perfect, and I wish that I could rig it so that it would show up. Hot Girl
I mean,
Summer.
you can.
Well, yeah, but like it wouldn't be it would be random. So it's Hot Girl Summer, first name Hot Girl, last name Summer. I don't have a description. I just think it's a very good name.
What's the relation to Fish Summer?
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're both a catch.
Yeah, that's
Nothing.
good.
No response to the one chuckle.
It was
Yeah,
good.
no one laughed at Hot Girl Summer.
I laughed, but it was muted.
Chat loves
Uh-huh,
Hot Girl
uh-huh.
Summer.
Who? Okay, what
That
other
was
Blastonas
summer.
we got?
Oh, man.
I like Slam Rosenthal.
Well, yeah. I mean, we got
Okay,
You
all
gotta give
right.
more
we got
detail.
lucky with these. Yeah. I'm a Blasona.
I mean, I think mine's pretty clear. I just this is my. I'm literally a Blaseball that throws another Blaseball. How does that work? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hot Girl Summer is like a. Which one was the player that looks like your ideal person? That's Hot Girl Summer. So you can draw if you want to draw a Hot Girl Summer. I don't care. You can do that.
Is no one have any Blasona ideas?
I have such a bad imagination. Hold on, let me think.
Create
I
a
also
character.
I wished I. Oh, I
Wait,
can't.
I'm
I'll say
gonna
it.
go look at my list of names.
Anyone?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I think I would just keep the iterations going and do Corey 14.
Is
Nice.
Pretty good.
That's pretty
Numbers
good.
go up.
Now is Corey 14 actually the number 14? Is it like a standing one and a standing
physical
four?
man-
Or is it like
Yeah.
a clone situation where it's like iterations on the same person?
I was thinking it was kind of like a DBZ situation where it's like the androids keep being named
Yeah,
the
that's
next
good.
number as it goes up.
I think I would be Cedricimo Salt
Nice,
Salt
nice.
instead of Sugar. Maybe he would have a chance to play a game, but
If he does this, salt flies out. It just generates salt.
that's how he pitches.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm
Cool.
just gonna choose two at random. I would be Buckaroony Trunbo. Buckaroony Trunbo.
Thanks for spoiling names.
I think those are already in there. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You just generate that?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Huh? What was that?
Next
sound?
question. Okay. From Keeper Moth. Oh my. Can you create a fake Blaseball team and their motto before this question's 2-minute timer? Bonus points if you can pick an emoji for them too.
Oh man.
Yes.
You know how long this takes us?
Okay, let's
We
get a
can
Yeah,
get
but
location.
like we have so many restrictions.
Yeah,
Okay.
be careful, everyone here. Let's come up with a location.
Sure.
Sky.
Okay. Do we want to do a real location or do we want to do a interesting location?
There's a lot of interesting real locations, Sam.
I beg to differ.
Venice.
Venice. All right, we got Venice.
Venice.
That's
Okay.
great.
Are we talking Venice, Italy?
Venice,
Or like Venice,
Venice surfers.
The
Oh,
That's
you're talking.
good.
So you're talking
That's too
Venice,
obvious,
California,
yeah.
like
No,
Or
I'm talking
Italy.
Venice,
No, it's
Italy.
Venice, Italy.
Okay.
It's Venice, Italy, but they surf. I don't know. What else can you do in Venice, Italy?
The
The boat.
The Venice sink.
Spaghetti?
Is it like
sinks,
gondolas or something?
And it's just like
Venice
sinks.
waterfalls.
Venice bridges.
Yeah, and they're waterfalls. Yeah.
It's
And
the waterfall
um,
emoji.
The Venice sink with the waterfall emoji.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Is
like
that time?
I like
It's
that.
so bad.
Look at
I
1
think it's
minute.
time. Yeah, that was time.
That was
yeah.
1 minute.
Well,
Wow.
if that's the choice, we still need a motto.
Or the Venice
Oh.
Venice
we need a
gondolas,
motto,
and
we
it's
need a
like the
motto.
air tram.
Oh, the motto.
How do you say waterfall in Italian?
Go with the flow.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
That's good. No, that's better.
Okay.
There we go. There it is.
There.
What was
It's
it?
not as easy
Is
as
it? Oh,
Yeah,
what's
what the hell? Why
Solo
can't we
Mia?
ever do this?
It's never this
Writers'
easy.
meetings.
That's
Well,
because Venice
Venice
Sinks is not good.
hospitals. The Venice gondolas, that's what, yeah. Not the Ohio astronauts. Never the Ohio astronauts. I have to say it every time.
Shut down.
Wow.
Okay.
Pretty great. That was great.
Yeah. Next question.
Wait.
Why did sharing signs remove fingers from pitchers in season 10's election when it didn't in season 6? I'm guessing this is targeted at Roldan or Joe.
Sharing signs was which was what was
Why did sharing signs remove fingers from pitchers in season 10's election when it didn't in season 6?
Yeah, all I can say is I never removed anybody's fingers, so this would be this guy.
oh
First accusatory
I'm
question.
above you actually. Yeah, that guy. Oh, okay. No, we're gonna make Corey answer the question. Sharing,
Yeah, no way.
Sharing sign, if I remember off the top of my head, that's the one that boosts hitting and drops pitching for your full division. Is that correct? It's like +5 hitting, -5 pitching. And we talked about fingers last time, about how it's just like loosely correlated. When was sharing signs? When did we?
Season 10 and season 6.
I probably noticed what was happening with fingers in that time and thought, oh no, what this isn't supposed to be correct. This isn't supposed to be. Wait. In season 6 they gained fingers, but in season 10 they lost fingers?
It was so that tells me that it was a math mistake.
It says, why did they remove fingers in season 10's election and it didn't in season 6?
Yeah, I don't think they gained fingers from it in season
I
6.
think they just lost them in
Yeah, I think they just lost them in season 10, exactly.
Honestly, I have no idea.
This was so long ago, you guys. Season 10 was so long ago.
We should get the sim on here to
Let me
answer
go
some
look at the
questions.
code right now.
They
and,
did gain them. They did gain them in season
We were
6.
so season
So,
10
okay,
we were
so
so
they
busy
did.
with other stuff. Like that
Season 6 they gained them. Season 10 they lost them.
I didn't
I'm
even
gonna
know
go
that
look
was
at
a
the codes.
blessing.
And what was the name of the blessing?
Sharing signs
Sharing
because none of
signs.
us remember it because it was season 10.
Right, and I will say that like season 10, there were so many things going on.
Because season 10 was
I didn't even
boss
realize that
fight?
we got up.
That
to
was
season
the second boss fight, yeah.
that was second boss.
boss
We were
fight.
all very busy with the second boss fight. I
Right,
don't
and that's what
remember
we were
anything
focused
else.
Yeah, so it literally could have been a situation, Joel, where you had it could be math, but also maybe just like balance because it had to happen because you saw something happening. Like you said, oh no, it could have been.
Joel
math.
was speeding through stuff. That's why we got Black Hole early.
You know how many
Oh,
little
boy.
fixes? When you're
Yeah.
moving at that speed, sometimes what you do is just any small thing that you see to fix, if you don't do it right then on the spot when you notice it, you're never gonna have time to come back to it. So
Was
I
season
probably
10 also the manual election?
no.
That was
I think that was
11.
season 11
That was 9.
or
Wait,
9.
what do you mean by manual election?
It was
The
when
one
it
where
messed
we
up and we had to
posted
manually reset
manually.
everything.
Oh.
I
It
think
wasn't
that
us-
that
For
was 10.
clarification, it wasn't us
Was it
choosing
10?
it. It was
That was
No, no,
10.
no.
Just posting the information.
The-
It didn't post,
Yeah,
so Joel
yeah.
had to type it all in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That was
Crabs.
10 because it happened when the crabs ascended.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
10. Yes,
And it
correct.
like
That why?
it broke.
Yeah,
It
honestly,
And
that
that was-
election, all bets are off. Anything could have happened, and like,
yeah.
And that
Okay,
was-
so hold on. Fans,
Yeah.
maybe don't ask us why things happen.
Yeah.
It's fate. It's fate.
You know,
Way
It's a
past
destiny.
2 minutes.
Yeah, also, again, it wasn't literally a manual election. We had all the election results generated. They just didn't
Yeah.
post to the website.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had to
We
manually
definitely need to
insert
clarify
them.
that. Yes.
We didn't manually choose who won
No.
what.
Right.
No, and I think that whole week is such a blur and such a feat. Like, just to be clear, like the reason it's such a blur is that it was such a feat for everyone on the team. Like, we really felt like we had done something impossible. So someone lost some fingers too, also.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, it just happens.
All right. Next question. Which dev do you consider most like a deep fried mozzarella stick? Don't know what this means.
Does
I
everybody
feel like it's
pick
very
one?
clear.
Uh-oh.
What do you
I
think
like
it
the sound
is?
of that.
No, I'm just saying I feel like the question's clear. I don't know the answer.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the question's
Oh.
very obvious.
Can you explain the question to
understand.
us?
They're asking who do you consider the most like a deep fried mozzarella stick?
Of us or just like of
Yeah, of
developers
us.
in
Of
general?
the
Of
of
us.
us. Yeah.
Of us.
I'm kind of hungry now.
I'm
I'll say
assuming
that
of
much.
us. I don't know
I
why
was
they would
about to
ask
say,
us
I'm
about
getting
like EA or whatever. Who to choose?
Yeah, we wouldn't
Some
answer
other
if that was
dev.
the case.
Probably I would say Sam. I can imagine
Yeah,
Sam.
it's for
like,
sure.
imagine
It's like
Sam
not even
just,
close. It's Sam.
like-
It's absolutely Sam.
like hearing
Yeah.
the microwave ding and be like,
Yeah.
oh, I got lunch.
Okay,
It's like,
that's
Yeah.
valid.
Oh, it's Sam.
Very valid. Honestly, that's an honor for me. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
that's my Blaisona right there.
Exactly.
There you are.
Deep fried
You know,
mozzarella.
Found it.
Sam, remember you've told us before every food starts at a 7 for you.
Oh yeah, let's explain Sam's food scale. Let's explain
What does
food,
that,
Sam's
what
food
does that
scale.
mean?
Sam, do you want to explain it?
Yeah. Like, look, I'm picky about so many things in my life. Food is it's just not going to be one of them. Okay, so like every food is at least a 7 out of 10 in my book. And like you can go
Just ridiculous.
beyond a 10 if you're like incredibly good. But for the most part, like you give me like the worst.
Sorry, Sam,
fast
to
food
interrupt you. Is it on a
What?
scale of 10? Like you're talking what starts as a
like
7?
0 to 10.
From 7
every
to
food
17.
is at least a 7.
Every
So
food.
what you're saying is your scale is 1 to 3.
No, because there are
1
like
to
I have
10 plus
I have a few that are like 12 or 13s out of 10, but those are like very, very rare cases.
This doesn't
Like
make
name
any
a food,
sense, Sam.
I'll tell you right away.
It's
Where it is
you
in the
just all you have to do is balance your scale again so that 5 is your 7 is now a
Balance?
5.
Look, I've
We've been
tried.
through this.
When I first learned about this, I tried for a long time to convince Sam that there was a reasonable way to adjust his scale, and it
I don't
doesn't.
understand what this means.
Because if it's
I mean, I
like
do,
0
but
to
why-
2, then there's bad
What are the
food
foods
on
that
there.
are
There's not.
12
Yeah,
and
what's-
13 out of 10?
I mean, they're very specific to LA.
So
Okay.
okay,
Like-
so are there any
like-
foods that are below a 7 though?
I feel like there have to be.
Then why is 7?
Try it. Try
I
it.
Why
tried.
is it 1 to
Try
7?
you.
Why is it not 1 to 5?
I feel like chat is throwing out some interesting things that
Let me
might
see.
be below a 7.
I haven't had spicy milk before, but I'm pretty sure it's at least a 7.5.
I've asked Sam like if cardboard would be on the scale, and he said like
Or we're to 7.
What?
Depends how hungry I am.
That's not how scales work.
See what happens when you use the microwave a lot. I'm telling you, man.
Well, if you microwave cardboard, it's probably fine.
Okay.
Tastes like most things in the microwave.
I'm glad we exposed this.
I'm really glad I brought this to the community's attention.
Yeah, thank you, Corey. You've done the community a
Yeah.
great
This
service.
is
That's frustrating.
All right.
Okay, moving on.
this is why we can't have sound on Blaseball.
Sam, you've answered this a few times, so we can blast through this
It's
one.
another food question.
No, it's not. Where did the name the game band come from?
Okay. I have a real answer for this one. So the game band, it came from kind of two places. So one is all of my favorite bands are bands that stayed relevant by constantly reinventing themselves. And I always wanted this to be a studio that would be able to try new things and reinvent itself, which I think we did a pretty okay job with, going from Where Cards Fall to Blaseball, two pretty similar, but there's some differences between those two titles. And the other reason is that video game development is an incredibly, incredibly collaborative art form. And every single person that is working on a video game brings like their own talents, their own interests, their own specialties for it. And it is kind of like being in a band where, everybody's sort of like playing a different instrument, but you have to come together to make music.
We had a few analogies during the first era that I really loved. Sam, you compared the early White Stripes to Blaseball, where it was very like stripped down. Loved that. At one point, I compared running the first era of Blaseball to being on tour. And that felt very accurate. Like you're just always going. There's always something to do every day. It somehow has remained just a great analogy for this team. I don't know.
All right, great answer. Next question. This is from Anonymous. Which failed decree would have changed Blaseball the most had it passed?
Okay, so that has to be double jump, right?
Yeah, it's double jump.
It has to be.
I don't know if it would have changed. I mean, it would have broken Blaseball.
Broken Blaseball, I guess. But like, I think maybe diagonal in that case. But
Or
yeah,
relegation. I kept trying to
Or
say regulation.
Relegation would have been a big deal. It's
Yeah.
like, what way would it have changed baseball? There's so many different ways.
Well, yeah, and consider that if relegation had passed the first time, we wouldn't have passed the Forbidden Book.
right,
And
exactly.
so-
If it's in
Yeah,
place
that's
of the
true.
book, then that's a whole other. That's a different timeline entirely.
Yeah, all the different. Oh yeah, diagonal.
I feel like it has to be relegation or.
Can we explain relegation just for anyone who wasn't around?
Yeah, relegation season 1. It's actually the only decree that we've run twice in 2 separate elections. But we ran it in the very first election if it was one of 3 options. And it was just that the last place team, the worst finisher in the league, would be relegated from the league. And I think that's all it said. But yeah, it was they would leave the league and be replaced by a new team. Like when we originally concepted those decrees, we were thinking that they would be some of the decrees would be more frequent, like frequently recycled, and so relegation might be there every season. And we thought that like cycling in teams and cycling out teams would be way more core to the Blaseball experience. But the community pretty resoundingly rejected it and did not want. In fact, they rejected relegation twice. And I don't know. That totally set the tone. If relegation had passed, and not if first of all if the Forbidden Book had not been passed, it would have completely changed the tone of like what Blaseball would be. So
Some people have mentioned evolution too.
Popular Evolution, yeah, that definitely would
Who
have.
knows what that would have been?
that was season 2.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would
Fractional
have
runs.
caused some.
fractional runs. Yeah,
I mean, we've gotten there.
We have fractional runs.
Yeah.
Now, so
I mean, and I saw that like Diagonal World.
Smaller level.
A bunch of people said Diagonal World. Definitely, that's one that being that I know what that looked like. Man, there's like the 6 of us know, and that's it. I like part of it. I just say the names of those leagues to myself sometimes. Lost to time.
Nightly ritual.
Oh yeah, right. We'll save that. That's a good detail
Yeah.
to save. Yeah,
That
what's next?
brings up a good point though, that like so much work goes into every like imagining what might happen if things happen. Right? I know that sounds silly, but like
yeah,
we have to imagine what it might look like if it happens, which is like 2 steps removed from we're implementing this, right? And
Yeah.
so that gives us a lot of flexibility, but it also means that we've thought a lot about them and they've changed over time. Like, you know, what it might have been 6 seasons ago may not be, if we bring it back, may not be the same thing, which is pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, every one of those, other than, well, even Do Nothing had an effect. Every one of those had been thought out and planned for. So yeah, you were really warped reality there. And I just missed Diagonal World.
Yeah. Good answers all around.
Imagine if Peanuts hadn't passed.
Oh yeah, that.
yeah, if Peanuts
also,
had, that's a great question. If things hadn't
What was
passed,
this? Yeah.
My real question is my real
two
answer,
passed.
if Forbidden Book hadn't have passed, it would have changed Blaseball entirely. If Peanuts didn't pass, it would have changed the entire discipline era.
Yeah.
And then every every decree after that point would have greatly changed like the story and where things went. But
Yeah, season 2, we could have had relegation and popular evolution pass. Yeah. So, okay.
There's a lot of what if timelines
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we'll never see.
So this is kind of building off the last one. Did you have any plans for a world where the Forbidden Book was not opened in season 1?
I can't remember.
I mean,
I'm thinking about it too. Sort of.
I mean, there was no option for a decree to not get elected, right? So we knew that one of those decrees
Right.
would pass, right?
Yeah.
And
And there were ideas. Yeah.
Right. So if the book hadn't been opened, which I'm still mad at everybody for opening it. It's still, I said don't do it. Like I was really clear. Then I guess those plans, defer to the other possibilities, right? But
Yeah, I mean, Blaseball will always trend towards chaos and disorder. So we had ideas, and but I think at the same time, I can say that like we were extremely confident that the Forbidden Book was going to pass.
Yeah, like we had ideas, but then at a certain point in that week, it was very clear that we were going to be getting that. At a certain point, you just really like. It's interesting watching these elections sometimes, where you can be pretty sure what's going to happen pretty early. Things don't really change after a certain point. That's a little window into the back end there, but we were pretty sure about Forbidden Book passing and could plan around that pretty early.
Next question. You've said that Parker, who's this from? This is from Lizzie. You've said that Parker is banned from the Discord server. What did he get banned for? Since he's doing a great job, could he get unbanned someday?
Oh, he didn't do anything. It's a pre-ban. Like it's a preemptive ban.
Uh-huh.
There are some things I'm not allowed doing. Otherwise, I'd never do my job. Like play Tetris Effect or Dragon Quest Builders. Like I'm just not allowed touching those things because otherwise I would no longer be doing a good job. And I truly believe that's true for Parker.
Yeah,
That's all.
Parker was on Discord. Chaos would reign. Even more than usual.
Yeah.
Parker's doing like an okay job currently. So
What?
Whoa.
that's my personal opinion.
Wow.
I'm calling Parker.
You're going to call him? You can't call him on stream.
He's not allowed on stream.
It's not allowed on
Yeah,
stream.
that's really rude.
You have to leave the room
Also-
to call him.
I'll mute.
He's probably eating.
He might be eating.
Yeah, I mean, half the decisions we make for Parker are for Parker's sake.
Exactly. You have to
yeah.
save Parker from Parker. Absolutely.
He doesn't have the best record in terms of protecting himself. So
Yeah, Parker should talk for 2 minutes about self-care.
yeah,
This is the longest I've seen Joel talk to Parker in a while.
This is
Yeah.
the only time I've ever seen Joel talk to Parker.
it's
Usually just like a one-word,
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I guess he does.
quick
tweet
little
about it.
buzz.
the call me is usually more of a. It's like when your mom says like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna count to 3," you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2.5. A lot of
Yeah.
2.5s with Parker.
Parker's handling it pretty well.
Okay.
Really?
He's not offended.
Next question.
Did he say that?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm interpreting a little bit, but yeah.
It's probably confused. The San Francisco Lovers' Don Mitchell is the only player in the ILB with the status reverberating and has single-handedly caused Sibber much consternation by taking multiple consecutive at-bats. Is Don intentionally unique, or was it mere chance that no other player shares the reverberating status?
We can give a very clear answer on this. There in reverb weather, there's just always been a very small chance that just a random player will be selected and given will be reverberating wildly, I think is what it says. So it just so happens that that's only happened one time, and it only happened to Don Mitchell.
Yeah.
But we haven't had reverb is one of those weathers that hasn't been, other than the season where it was introduced, it hasn't been like this very, very common weather. So there's a chance we'll see more of it for sure.
Yeah, because
Someone said reverb is the weather with the most effects.
That's true. They can do a lot of different things.
At this point, I feel like Blood Drain is more than
yeah.
Yeah.
There's some, yeah.
that.
Reverb killed the spies.
I feel like they're still a team, so they're probably fine.
Reverb can be pretty brutal.
Yeah, Reverb is kind
it
of.
can. It would have been crazy if in the peanut fight.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to remember if it was, but it wasn't in the peanut.
No,
it
yeah, I
was
was
flickering.
hoping.
Well, it was flickering was the other one. I always get those two confused.
Yeah, we did like a pool for what we thought was going to pass for the peanut fight.
Yeah.
Weathers.
I think Reverb was on mine. And I got pissed. I got really mad because.
Rolled on. You won the pool, right?
Yeah, rolled on one.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't win much, but
Bragging rights.
Quick little
bragging
insight
rights.
is towards the end of the era, we started doing internal bets on like what stuff would pass or what would happen, and Roldan won like all of them.
Yeah, crushed it.
Like it was amazing.
No, there was one where we were trying to pick the champion, and I won that one. It was when it was in the firefighters one.
Right.
That's right.
Which makes me raise my eyebrows a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder how that happens.
I'm just
We
saying
never
we're
put
really
a hair
good.
in the scale except.
I would hair flip too, but I've lost my hair somehow.
Okay, next question from Joey T. Badger. What positions would you or have you played in real life baseball or softball?
I never got past T-ball, to be honest.
Never played.
Sam, would you play in T-ball?
I couldn't say, but I'll tell you the first and last day that I played T-ball. The dad who was pitching asked if I wanted to be pitched to. I said resounding yes. Hit the ball, crushed it, got out, burst into cheers. Yep, that was it.
That's it?
Yeah.
That was my whole
Honestly,
my
that
whole
tracks.
career arc right there.
For T-ball.
It's a very mozzarella stick thing to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would be a pitcher. If I
I
played,
was
but I
second
never
base
did.
usually.
You were second base?
Yep.
I played second base as well.
I played center and left, a little bit of first base.
I coached an intramural like city league team. I don't know. It was a couple years ago. It was
during Where Cards Fall.
It was during Where Cards Fall, during that development. I did it for 2 seasons, and our team was entirely people who had never played baseball or softball at all, except for me and my other friend who had played like a few years. And we were called Hoops and Goals. Our chant was, "What's a hoop? What's a goal? We don't know." And then we would play softball, and we lost every game like 25-2. And it honestly was a influence for Blaseball. Like I think about that experience from time to time.
I almost
Actually,
liked
man,
that.
I
I
wanted-
remember talking to you about that team on the way to lunch many days.
I was trying to recruit
That was one of
you.
my favorite periods. Yeah, like Joel would come in, he'd be like, "We're doing a lot better. Like we only lost by 20 runs the last game. Real improvement."
I hit a home run. I was very proud of that.
The thing you're describing is true sportsmanship, right? Like that's like truly coming together as a team and enjoying yourself regardless of the circumstances. And I think that's.
I wanted to start like right when we maybe like week 3, season 3. I wanted to like we had to meet up for a press thing in person, and I was like I had wanted to form a softball league for anybody that was in town, and I like turned to Joel and I was like, "Oh, Joel, do you want to do like form a softball league for Blaseball?" And he said, "I'm moving to Kansas City." I was like, "All right, well."
All right, next question.
I was trying to remember that whole time what positions I played in kickball in middle school, and I don't know. So
You just go stand out in the concrete and kickball. Like it's.
Well, we were but we played kickball. And it had the same rules as baseball, but it was kickball.
Mm.
But it had bases and stuff. I don't know what we were doing.
How many bases?
We got to move along, you guys.
4.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. What new skills have you learned since creating or working on Blaseball? These can be directly work related, like coding tricks, or just neat things like cool yo-yo tricks.
I have not learned any yo-yo tricks since the beginning of Blaseball. I can say that with confidence.
It's a good idea.
I should be yo-yo.
I learned Discord bots. That's what I learned. I learned Discord,
I still do
period.
not understand Discord.
So, yeah. It's been quite the journey, and shout outs to all the keepers for helping us through it, because Discord is a wild tool that keeps changing. So that's
the last
cool.
I had to change something on Discord today, like something super simple. It was today or yesterday, and I was so afraid because the last time I had to change anything on Discord, I accidentally let everybody in the Discord into the garages.
Yeah, we've done that
was great.
times, I believe. So
And I
don't
just-
worry. Yeah.
I panicked.
Yeah, the garages have been hosts several times to the entire Discord, I believe. So I don't know why it keeps being the garages twice. Sorry, Sven's saying twice. My
I
bad.
feel like maybe a good answer for a few people on this team might be web development.
I wasn't gonna say it. It's just a boring answer, but it's absolutely true.
I did get way better at CSS transitions.
Nice.
Like that whole like scrolling background at the on the boss fight. I had to like learn how to do that.
That was a sick background.
Yeah, love some good
That was good.
CSS.
I remember just early on Roldan and I just trying to figure out how to get this stuff going. It was mostly Roldan. I would be like, Roldan, please figure this out. And then
I barely knew what I was doing. I was
Well,
like,
you
I made
did
a
it. It's
website
amazing.
once. And it was like a static page. And then I was
You
like,
asked
we need
me-
a database
you-
and voting and
Yeah.
betting, and I'm like, oh shit.
You messaged in Slack like yesterday. How do I make it scroll?
yeah, CSS is mind-boggling. Okay.
It's so funny.
I think like
it scrolls now. Okay.
It does scroll now.
it does. I will say that like Blaseball, because Blaseball, this is a sincere answer, but like because Blaseball is constantly changing, there's like I feel like I'm constantly learning from the rest of the team. So like even my understanding about design has evolved and developed in a bunch of different ways. It's kind of hard to articulate, but yeah, it's constantly changing. And then I will say that because of the Fridays, I really started surfing in earnest, and I'm terrible, but I'm slowly learning that. So that's thanks to the Fridays.
I thought surfing the web when you said that, and I was like,
No, actually surfing.
You mean actual surfing?
Yes.
For the first time.
Coding in
Clicking
general.
on some websites.
Coding in general, I'm learning every single day. Like I usually, it's a weird day if I don't have like 10 Google Chrome tabs open. Just like
So many Google Chrome tabs open. It's like embarrassing how many I have open at a time.
Yeah.
And it's the most embarrassing thing because 9 of them are usually the same Google search, but I was too lazy to find the last time I searched that on the last tab. So it's all the same. It's all the same tab.
finding that purple link in Google again. It's like,
Yeah.
there it is.
I love this tech team conversation right now. I think it's giving people a lot of confidence in us.
Yeah.
No, but it's real. You do learn, like, you learn code every day, and like even there's just the style of how you code and keeping it cleaner changes every day. And I don't know. It's a sincere answer. It's not.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and a live game is so different than
It's
anything
great.
any of us has ever made before. Like even
Yeah.
the most experienced of us doesn't have anything live under our belts. So even if we were making this in Unity or something we were really familiar with, live changes that entirely, right? It just throws everything you're used to, all your safety nets out the window. Which again is thrilling. It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's thrilling is the word thrilling. I'm gonna go thrilling.
Yeah.
I
Terrifying.
worked on a live game like before the game band, and it was like a 20-person team, and we updated the game every 6 weeks. And
Yeah,
and
there,
I'm
that
like,
kind of
and now it's like
A
just
very big
comparing
company,
Blaseball's
too.
timeline to that is absolutely wild.
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
All right, next question. This is from Amelia. If the Shoe Thieves had won the season 10 finals, would the boss battle with the Hall Stars still have happened, or would it have been pushed back another week? Would the Shoe Thieves have been would the Shoe Thieves have been one hit KO'd by the Peanut? I'm really glad this got asked because I think that there's still maybe an assumption that like the peanut battle was tied to Ascension, and it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Like
was
not at all. Yeah.
The Shoe Thieves would have
Total
still
coincidence.
the same thing would have happened.
Yeah, the Shoe Thieves would have got knocked out. It just happened to line up that way, that the Crabs won their third, were on the verge of Ascension and had to be the second team to face the Peanut.
Yeah, it's like how Jalen and Jessica were coincidence too.
Yeah,
Like, it's
those were-
all
Yeah.
It was all coincidence.
The sim is super dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the Shoe Thieves just kept having great storylines. Like,
Yeah.
That
I love them so much.
that first
Well,
boss battle.
The fact that Jalen got to pitch for the Shoe Thieves against the Peanut and then got to come back with the All Stars, like that's crazy.
If you guys see, I just want to point out, if you see Cedric's shoe collection in the background, that is why the Shoe Thieves exist.
I love that team. What can I say?
we should
At
bond
least
over
half
shoes.
on Azuka's.
I will always bond over shoes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Always.
We should do that. I recently stared at my shoe collection and just had like a moment realizing that I haven't been outside the house really in.
Every month
And
for me.
it just like they just stared at me for, we had a moment, me and these inanimate objects, and I realized this was an investment. I always justified buying a lot of shoes as an investment, like, oh, but I'll always wear them. Like, what circumstance could possibly arise that I wouldn't wear shoes, right? And yeah, anyway, 2020.
That's how I feel about my apartment.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
What
no.
circumstance would happen where I don't use this apartment?
Okay, next question. This is a good one. Do you have a favorite concept that you couldn't find a mechanic for? A favorite mechanic that you
God.
couldn't find a concept for?
Steven, I know you got an answer for this one.
I do. Do you know what I'm going to say?
I know exactly what you're going to say. Joel, can he say it?
I just asked Joel in Slack.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been pitching Fusion from like the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want
Fusion
to
is
say what
tough.
that is?
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. So
What are you doing here?
I told the story last time that I had pitched Blaseball, and then like a day later, Goku showed up in Discord, and I thought it was like Joel or somebody messing with me. But like with that came, we have these names and stuff, like what happens if they fuse, perform a fusion to turn two characters into one more powerful character. And that just, we realized for a lot of reasons we can't do that. So, but I kept bringing it up in different ways, right? I think like we kind of got it though. We have like Haunted in a way. I mean, that's not fusion.
The
Like possession.
It's hard to work with the players' names. Like, just losing players. We're touchy about it. Like, really, we only have Incineration that does that, and we want to be careful about how we lose characters. So fusing two together in some sense is cool, but you're also almost like killing two players.
Yeah. And it became clear that people don't really like that and care a lot about.
But
I mean, what if it was
names.
temporary, like
Yeah.
DBZ fusion, like they
No.
split apart after a while.
That's
After
an
the game
argument
ends.
we've had.
That's when the
You know?
tech concerns come in.
Yeah, that's when it becomes complicated.
Yeah, that's when I step in with my tech brain and say,
fusions only last 30 minutes, so
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Yeah. But apparently that's Blaseball. The sim isn't ready for that.
I think the reason I was so clearly like, you can say that, Steven, was that the other day I had to just break the news to him and be like, hey, it's never happening, man. Like,
It did come up this week, but I accidentally pitched fusion. I was pitching an idea, and then slowly figured out that I just was again pitching fusion, like in other words.
Just fusion again.
Yeah.
The idea
Joel,
that
I
you're
just
so
I just
obsessed with
messaged you with a question of if I can ask or say something.
no,
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
that's an interesting. I saved
is
that one.
interesting.
Save that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like the idea that Steven is so unconsciously or subconsciously obsessed with fusion that every time he tries to pitch literally any idea, we all slowly realize it's fusion again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really Steven's sound effects.
Yeah, that is
Steven's
mine.
sound for Sam. Yeah.
The hill he's gonna die on.
Okay. Someday.
Next question.
Oh, okay. This is from Keeper Moth again. What beef do you all have with the Ohio astronauts?
I don't believe Ohio's a real place.
I don't have.
Goes without saying.
There's no beef with the Ohio astronauts. They just don't and will never exist.
Yeah, I agree. It's just not factual.
Ever.
Yeah.
I mean, also astronauts. The Earth's
Absolutely
flat,
never.
right?
Oh,
That-
well,
there is that.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
All
I
right,
just
next
said
question.
Ohio wasn't
Different
real.
podcast. Different podcast.
Well, Corey does have a point. The immaterial plane is a plane.
That's true.
that is true.
What kind of plane?
A flat one.
Oh,
It's a plane.
careful.
I mean,
Very
plane.
Be careful.
Yeah, we're not.
Planes
we're
are
not
flat,
doing
aren't
any.
they? No.
This
Next
this falls
question.
back under cosmology. Yeah.
Yep.
it's a plane.
Uh-huh.
Don't take me seriously, guys.
Boeing 787.
Okay. Moving past that. Who on this call do you think you could beat in a Nerf gun fight?
Everyone.
Everyone.
I knew everyone was going to
Guess
say
we gotta
that.
test this.
So
All
competitive.
right, next inside of Blaseball, we'll all bring Nerf guns and we'll put this to test.
Shoot them, I guess, on our cameras.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty fun.
Try.
Who can cover their camera with a Nerf bullet?
It's just gonna fall off.
No,
Mine
maybe.
will fall off, and it's gonna go clattering down the back. It does.
At my last job, I actually had a Nerf gun at my desk most of the time.
You had one at the game band for a bit too.
Oh, what, did I have it with Game Band too? Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's years ago, but
Is the...
Yeah, it's a while ago now.
we had our moment.
Did you use it?
I don't remember. There's so much ping pong that has erased my memories of Nerf fights
Ping pong.
that I'm not sure.
I miss ping pong. I miss ping pong so
Ping
much.
pong was great.
I don't know why, but I have this thing where I don't ping pong and there's something about a small sphere flying towards my face really fast that doesn't
No,
make
you're
me.
you're right, Felix. That's.
I can't
I
go
don't
to
like it.
I go to do it and then I flinch and there's
I
nothing
can't.
I can do about it.
I have no
It's not like
hand-eye
a sport.
coordination.
Yeah, it's not like another sport. Like for some reason. So anyway, ping pong for me is an anime, a really good anime. That's the only ping pong I.
No hand-eye coordination, but a ton of confidence that you could beat us all in a Nerf fight.
That's different, okay? That's different.
That is a good point there, Sam. I think we've
No,
just
it's
proven that Elena would not win the Nerf.
I
gun.
don't. As long as I don't have to catch the nerve darts, then I'm fine. It's the catching part. It's the hitting part that I'm bad at.
Fair. Okay. So you'd be the
Also,
one in ping pong who just like you get set up for the shot and you would just like slam it, but just never be asked to return a hit.
No, I can't return any. I can't
That's
return
me.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm incapable of it. Like I'm good at badminton. It's just as soon as you make it that small, there's something about the scale. And I feel ping pong more than like a, I don't know, baseball, weirdly.
I've never been good at a sport.
No
I
problem.
I can't do sports where there's like catching or throwing involved. Or
so baseball.
So
Only
baseball.
mechanics of baseball.
Or I can't even do like
There's catching in
soccer. I
baseball.
can't do any of that.
Oh, you're saying you couldn't do baseball? Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
All right. Next question.
Next question. What TV show or movie have you rewatched the most?
Scott Pilgrim.
It's got to be Scott Pilgrim for me too. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, but I used to watch it like
Really?
all the time. Yeah, I was
Wow.
big
I
into
watched
Scott
it a lot
Pilgrim.
too, but it's not
Seen
my
it
answer.
once.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
Yeah.
I have an answer. It's Pacific movie. It's Pacific Rim.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pacific Rim. I watched maybe once a day for a while.
Wow.
I
You're
memorized that
perfect.
movie. And this for TV show, it's Leverage.
Leverage?
The whole
What's
thing.
Leverage? That's
Okay.
even more surprising.
It's
Just
a TNT
leverage.
I don't even
It's
know
a
what leverage
TNT.
is.
It's a TNT television show. Ran for 5 seasons. It's about heists. It's good. I recommend it to
You've
everybody watching.
rewatched this?
I own all 5 seasons, and I know I could see a screenshot of an episode and tell you what episode it's from. Like I know I Leverage. See, everyone says I have good taste. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Everybody in the chat, if you haven't seen Leverage, go watch Leverage. It's really good. If you like heist
Go
movies,
watch
go watch
classic
Leverage.
TNT drama. Leverage.
I'm not joking. It's really good. This isn't me like how I recommend bad stuff. This is me
I'll keep it-
recommending
yeah.
a genuinely
This,
good
this
thing.
sounds like when my parents told me Blue Bloods was great. And
Blue Bloods is not good. It's good, I swear.
I'll keep an open mind. I'll look into Leverage.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you because
All
I
right.
just haven't seen Leverage.
It's not a drama. It's
The
a
crime
heist
show, right?
It's
Yeah,
it's
it's a
not
crime
a crime, but they're doing the crimes. They're
Yeah.
doing the crimes, but they're
Yeah.
not killing. Well, they're not. They're usually not killing.
Does anyone else have an answer?
I think for movie, I'm tied between Donnie Darko and Austin Powers 2.
Baffling. Okay.
I think I've watched.
Oh my god.
Out of everything.
What was that rolled on?
I think out of everything I've watched the most Futurama.
That's it.
That makes a lot of sense.
I've watched a lot of Futurama. No, I haven't
Yeah.
rewatched it a ton, but I like. There's certainly episodes I've seen a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Corey what his answer is, but Corey's gone. We just lost 2 people.
TV shows like that I've rewatched the whole thing of, I think are probably pretty cliche answers, like Sopranos and Twin Peaks. Like
Twin Peaks.
I know those for sure.
In
Have you
recent-
guys rewatched things recently? Because I haven't rewatched anything since I
Yeah,
was like
I
12.
rewatched Twin Peaks again recently and The Sopranos.
In
this
recent
year.
recent history would be Twin Peaks and Star Trek: The Next Generation. But like I said Scott Pilgrim because Cedric did, but I also in college I watched it like once a month. But recently it would be Twin Peaks or Star Trek.
I think like movie one, there's definitely some comedy or something or like a that I'm not thinking of. But then it's probably something that like whenever it's on, I'll watch it like
Yeah.
like like Alien or The Shining or Kill
Sure.
Bill
Yeah,
or something
I
like that.
watched Alien a lot.
My most watched movie is there's no way it's my favorite movie. It just so happens that it's like really easy to watch.
Well,
like Hot Fuzz, for example, is
Sure.
so easy to watch. So I put it on while I'm doing things before, etc.
Edgar Wright's movies are very easy to
Yeah.
watch a bunch
I feel
of
like,
times.
I feel like you're defending me right now. and I
You
appreciate
don't
it.
want to know my second most watched movie is.
We
But
Now we definitely do.
It's the original Fantastic Four movie. The
Wow.
one from 2003 or whatever,
Okay.
2005.
happening?
move it. Let's
Okay,
move
next
on.
question.
We're so over time, and I'll just leave that.
Felix,
out.
I was gonna say like not to get pretentious, but I was gonna say Stalker is one of my top ones too.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot, and
me
like
too.
but it's not anywhere near like my most.
No, like right, like so, like it's like I don't know, Jurassic Park probably.
Sure,
when I'm
Jurassic Park is a great example.
Yeah.
Although I will say with the Fantastic Four thing, I once was on a cruise ship and got sick, and then the cruise ship had like a channel of movies, but it only played the same movie over and over again all
Yeah.
day, and then the next day it would change. And the day I got super sick, it only played X-Men Apocalypse.
Okay.
And I watched X-Men Apocalypse 7 times in a row, and I developed
Oh,
like
Oh my god.
I developed like a Stockholm syndrome with it, where I eventually I have notes. Eventually, I started taking these like extensive notes, breaking down the movie in a feverish fugue state, and I should pull up those notes someday. But yeah, I have
So-
a weird relationship with that movie now. Like,
Yeah.
Wait,
really
what
weird.
movie have you all seen in theaters the most?
Oh, Star Wars
Oh.
Episode 1. Unfortunately, I will.
Wow.
I think that might be
Right,
mine too.
I've only ever seen a movie
Yeah.
twice in theaters.
Seven
I've
and a
seen
half
movie
times.
more than twice.
Seven and
I-
a half times I saw Star Wars.
Wow.
I have who's paying to go to the movies more than once?
I was not
The-
paying. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Original Avengers for me, I think the
Mine
very
was
first
Mad Max
Avengers
Fury
movie.
Road, and I saw it
Wow.
twice.
Well, because I saw it.
Mad Max is up there.
I've seen that a few times.
Original
I
Avengers
saw
was,
Kill. Oh, sorry,
it
guys.
was shown in a class that I was in, like a pre-screening, and then I got into the actual premiere of it because my friend worked at Marvel at the time, and then I saw it. I had 2 times where I saw it with friends. I'd never want to see that movie again, but like,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I also
I
saw Aquaman twice, but that was against my will. Well,
Oh,
okay,
boy.
first of all, Aquaman's fine, okay? It's
Okay.
a perfectly fine movie.
Terrence Malick's like a big favorite of mine, so I saw Knight of Cups 4 times the first week it came out. I saw Kill Bill 5 times in like 2 weeks because I just thought it was super fun, and I was in Florida, like at Disney
Oh, I saw
World, and
Birds
I
of
was
Prey
like by
twice.
myself. Why did I go to the movies? I don't
What
know.
a
young.
1-2
That's the other
punch.
thing, is,
Disney
like, we
World
weren't
and then
really-
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
sneaker
We weren't
sighting.
like adults.
Sneakers.
Yeah, sneakers. Sneakers is only 5 months old, so he's never seen the movie.
I think I saw Superbad when I was like in high school 100 times.
Ask us
I
about
have
movies,
a-
guys. We'll never stop talking about movies.
I
and
do
TV
have a
shows.
movie, like a flex. Like I saw a movie in a cool way. When I saw Lilo and Stitch in Hawaii when it came out in theaters, and I was a child because I'm younger. So it was really
Yeah.
exciting because I was like, I don't know, a young person. I don't know how
You
old I
were
was.
tiny when that.
I was
movie
very
came out.
young. Yeah,
You
and I
were
was in
a baby.
Hawaii
back
and I
into
got
that.
to see Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, guys, we have
All right,
to.
all right, we have
move
to-
on. We have to
All right,
move
we're moving
on.
on. Moving on.
Okay, all right.
I saw
What-
Battlefield Earth in.
We're moving on.
Okay, yeah, we'll return to that.
Was that Sneakers saying Battlefield Earth?
Yeah,
We're
he saw
moving
Battlefield
on.
Battlefield Earth.
Okay.
Theaters. All right. What project that you've worked on are you the most proud of outside of Blaseball?
Oh, I can't answer that. I legally can't answer
just
that question.
everybody at the game band. I just want you to know that I'm watching you right now.
Where cards fall was hands down.
I have an
Coming
answer.
soon.
I worked on. I made a game. I made my own game by myself. It's a tabletop game where it's about body horror, and it's my favorite thing I've ever made, and no one bought it.
What?
That's
I
not true.
wanna
People
buy
bought
that.
it. It's like
Put it up now. We'll buy it.
Link it in
You
the
use-
chat.
You use paper dolls, and you cut them up, and then you tape them back together. And you,
What?
like,
I love this.
That's cool.
super
That's
gross
awesome.
and messed. I don't know. I was really. It was like inspired by Saw and a bunch of other stuff. There's a whole list.
You're perfect.
I will say,
Nice.
yeah, Where Cards
I'll link
Fall,
it in the chat. Sorry.
Where Cards Fall, which is coming soon to PC and Switch. So that was my first time working with the game band, as everybody else. And I will also say, with like half this team, also we made What Remains of Edith Finch, which I'm really proud of as well.
And me, Corey, and Steven all met working on that project.
The whole right
Yeah,
side
that
of
was
this
a fun
call.
one.
The whole right.
That was also a very long one. I think that one was about 5 years as well.
Yeah, it was unlike Blaseball.
Mine
Next
would-
question. Oh, go ahead.
Mine would be just like, honestly, they're prototypes that I've made. Like, I'm so proud of a lot of the prototypes I start and then never release. I don't know if those would count, but I feel like those are the ones I don't know. I hold them very fondly. I'm gonna make some of them. Don't worry, they'll make it.
Okay, I linked it in the chat.
Awesome.
I
I'm
have
going
a
to
quick
earnestly
one.
say, go ahead, Cedric.
Where cars fall, I have to say that too. But also,
I have to
like-
say that too. Jeez.
you made it clear. But making music, I count as a project too because it's something separate from video games. But also, like jamming out with Joel was something that we did, kind of like as Where Cars Fall was wrapping up, and it was like so chill and fun. So
Yeah, man.
I'm super proud of that.
We'll release that stuff. Wait, when's your new stuff coming out?
Probably summer. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Cedric's stuff is really good.
Yeah.
We'll definitely boost
Thanks,
it. when it's
guys.
out.
Link it.
Guys.
Link.
Where? I'll link it.
But I do want to earnestly say Where Cards Fall, because that project, it is coming out again on Switch and PC soon. But it had a crazy story. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I like prototyped a game involving houses of cards when I was a freshman in college, and it came out and was released 10 years later. So it was a pretty insane development arc, and I was so glad that I got to meet all of these wonderful people, and it ended up being a story that started off in a very personal place, and now is like it's a collection of all these different personal stories from all the people that touched it. So definitely that one for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot to mention, yeah, my game was in the bundle for racial justice and equality. So if you bought that, it's in there. I know that
I
it
bought
doesn't
that.
tell it
I
doesn't
have
tell
your
you that.
game.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you that when you go to the game page because there's so many games in that bundle. So I don't want you to buy it twice if you already bought it. Although you could,
Fair enough.
but you don't have to. I forgot about that.
Next question. How many more questions we have?
Like a couple.
We only have a couple more,
Okay.
actually.
Lining up nicely.
Let's get these done.
If you could insert one fictional character into Blaseball, who would it be?
We already have Goku.
Starscream. I don't have a reason. I just think Starscream's very funny as a character.
I don't know
Fictional
why Gabe
character.
is cackling, but Gabe finds that extremely funny.
Starscream is my favorite Transformers character because I love Starscream's voice.
I didn't even know what that was from.
Yeah,
So-
no, I know where
Transformers-
it's from.
Transformers Starscream with the awful voice. Well, it's not awful. It's hilarious. I think the voice is hilarious in the
good.
original, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plane. He's the really the awful plane that's like it hangs out with Megatron all the time and sucks, but like in a fun way.
Okay.
I think he's also a gun.
That's Blaseball thinking. I don't think we're gonna do this. So like, I will say that at one point I asked, how would we get to Blaseball Beast Wars if it was
Yeah.
like Transformers? So yeah, that sounds like Blaseball.
I wish we could put
Yeah.
Transformers in
Magneto would be kind of fun.
Blaseball. Yeah. Why Magneto specifically?
There's like no metal in Blaseball though.
But how do we know?
Yeah, that's
We'd
true.
find out how much metal there is in Blaseball once we had Magneto in the game.
I think it'd be
That's a
funny
good
if
argument
there
for
like was
Magneto.
no metal.
Yeah.
I think Batman would also be very funny in Blaseball.
Well, yeah, never mind.
The idea of Batman. Having
Was,
to deal with
was it
this.
specifically a fictional character? Did the question ask fictional?
Yeah.
Yeah, it said
Fictional
fictional
Okay, good.
character.
Just checking that we're not all like. I want to put Sherlock Holmes in there then.
We can put. Oh my
Okay.
god, we could put Sherlock and and Gatsby from The Great Gatsby because they're both in public domain now.
I've spent a lot of
Oh, we
time
have a Great
thinking about
Gatsby
this
era.
just now, and I think that my answer to this is the guy in Mad Max Fury Road that plays guitar on the front of
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's good.
It's
and
called
his
the
name in Blaseball is
Doofwagon?
just the guy in Mad Max Fury Road that plays guitar.
His name is called Doof, the Doof Warrior. First
He's
of
the
all.
Doof Warrior.
Yeah, it's called the Doof Wagon.
Even
That's
better,
so
we
good.
can have Doof Warrior
That's
be
so
a
good.
baseball player.
That's canon. That's canon. That's
That-
Batman's
yeah, that's.
canon.
Let me write that down over here.
What about Santa?
Oh, Santa's
Santa?
real. Santa's not fictional.
Yeah. Careful. Anybody else?
Tooth Fairy.
You
Tooth
already-
Fairy's not real, so that's fair. Fair
Okay.
game. Tooth
Um,
Fairy specifically from the Rise of the Guardians movie.
You've seen that?
Yes, I've seen that. Against my will, but I saw it.
Okay.
I didn't ask to see it.
Next question,
Double
please.
feature with Fantastic Four.
This would be our last question. How do you fit a whole team inside of Blaseball?
Very carefully.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anybody?
Use the minimize function.
Yeah, big Blaseball or small team.
I just woke up in here.
Yeah, we've been here for a long time.
The same way
That's how
you put
baseball's
players
made.
into peanuts. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's comfier than you might think.
Mm-hmm.
Sneakers looks pretty comfy.
Yeah, sneakers.
Well, we
will
have
be-
sneakers, which means it's way comfier than it could have been before if we didn't have sneakers.
Yeah. Anybody else? That's
One by one, I think is the. You gotta each.
there
You
you
don't
go.
want to all go at once. You gotta each.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like a clown
it's a
car.
clown car situation.
It's like
truly.
a. I don't know why. I thought of it like a bouncy castle. Like you can only put one person through the door of the bouncy castle at once.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad that you disabled screen sharing. Sneakers just tried to share my screen 3 times.
What do you have on there?
Slack.
Yeah.
What a question.
Yeah.
Ooh. Why isn't this focusing now?
So,
I'm blurry.
what now?
Oh, we had that the one minor announcement to do.
Oh, let's do this super minor announcement.
Unless we want to just like, do you guys have any questions for?
Yeah, let's answer a question first. You guys got questions?
Does anyone have any questions on our?
Well, I
In
know
the
that
chat
we're
or
kinda breaking our
anyone
own
here?
rules.
Do you have a
Yeah,
question
we
for
were
each other?
instantly breaking all
If
the
you
rules.
want-
Instantly
we
breaking
can-
our own rules.
We could even go back to one of the questions that we didn't get enough time for.
Do we want to keep talking
You
about
could a lot of
movies?
time.
Yeah, I think we could do that for a
No.
little bit.
I'm just gonna keep naming terrible movies I've seen that I
Listen,
enjoy.
I saw Battlefield Earth in theaters. I went
What?
I
Why?
Well, I didn't know anything about it, and I was,
Oh.
and like, how old were we? I don't know, whatever we were, like 15 or something, right? And so I was like, friends, we have a choice between these 3 movies. I've never heard of this one. Let's go see it. And like, not even half, like within minutes of being in there, I was like, what have I done? What did I do?
Yeah.
What what is this? And I kind of became obsessed with it in a way, right? Because when you're forced to sit through something like that, because you paid $6.50 for it or something in 1999, you develop a relationship with it.
I
I
saw.
don't remember what Battlefield Earth was.
Yeah.
It's L. Ron Hubbard's movie.
It's is that the one where it's all tilted?
John Travolta has alien dreads.
Okay.
And really wants gold. Really needs gold. And then they learn like geometry, algebra via drawing in the sand halfway through the movie, I believe. I can't remember, but yeah.
Like Signs?
Like Signs?
Just like Signs. It's exactly like Signs.
Probably one of my most seen movies, to be honest.
I've never seen Signs.
I think it's one of his better ones.
Pretty solid, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's his, I don't like him, but I like that movie was fine. Yeah. A little preachy.
I saw The Last Airbender on a midnight screening, and then I also saw Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li in a midnight screening.
Okay, but you know what?
Last Airbender, the live action.
Yeah.
The live action, of course.
Oh god.
It was incredibly disappointing. Midnight, you like stay up, you're all excited. Like my friend dressed up, and like we went and saw it, and then they're like, they start pronouncing characters' names, and you're like, no, sorry.
I just don't go to the theaters. I'm very lazy.
I did midnight showing of the second Matrix or the third. I think it was.
Oh, I saw the second Matrix on my birthday. Ideal experience.
Do you want me to tell you my favorite Star Wars is? My second favorite Star Wars, because my favorite is actually Rogue One, which is actually a pretty decent movie.
Oh.
My second favorite, my second favorite Star Wars movie is 3. Is Revenge of the Sith.
3 is. I don't think 3 is as bad as 2. I think 2 is so bad.
3 is easily the best of the first. The prequel trilogy.
Hang on.
We should.
So should we post some questions or should we?
No, we should just.
We should just announce and get out of here.
It's the speech
not that
from
exciting.
3.
Huh? Right.
What was the speech from 3?
Or it's when Anakin is like, I brought peace, justice, freedom, and
people want the announcement. People
okay,
are.
we'll do the announcement.
Okay,
all right.
Okay. Yeah. Who wants to make it?
Do you guys want the announcement? I'm seeing some people saying yes or do it or we want to see it. I'm seeing a couple no's.
Oh,
I
okay.
think some people want to hear more about Star Wars Episode 3.
First of all, it's the best episode.
All right, let's just send it and we can let these people go.
All right.
That's true. Darth Maul's great.
What are we announcing? We want to. We've been not announcing a thing for a very long time, and I think we're going to announce it, but there's some caveats. Okay?
Yeah, caveats.
I'm sorry. I'm stalling incredibly here. Yeah, so we have a tentative date for season 12. And we're going to announce it now because we want people to be able to plan around it and know when to expect it. And because we're starting to feel much more confident about this date. But it's still tentative. This comes with a caveat if it's not final. We don't want to get caught in a situation where we accidentally have to delay. But it feels pretty good. Does it feel good to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels pretty good. But just along what Joel's saying, if we decide, hey, we need an extra week or two to really make this done right, we'll take it.
I'm feeling like 66% good about it.
66? That's a good,
66%.
Specific,
That sounds
very
good.
specific.
6.6.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think it's important. I like when studios. I wish we could just drop it, but we want people to know when it's coming. So should we announce it actually?
Oh wait, Parker posted it.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
See, I said,
I thought you called Parker
job.
earlier. Unbelievable.
Hey, this is definitely him getting back at you
Yeah.
Did he get it
Joel, you gotta
right?
talk to him.
actually.
Should we
for saying he was doing only an okay job.
should we get Parker to delete this or no? We were about to
We
announce
have
it.
to-
We
we'll
were
just have to roll
seconds
with it.
away anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, February 22nd, I think. So that's still
Probably.
a little over a month away. But we wanted you to know that
It's coming.
we feel
Two.
pretty good about that for season 12 for the start of era 2.
Two.
Hey, yeah, but that's still technically early 2021, right?
Yeah.
It still
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
early 2021 until like July, so we got time.
Oh no.
This is another 7 out of 10 thing here.
So we'll keep you updated if feeling good about it. If there's we need another week or two, we will make sure we communicate. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep you
Yeah.
updated. We're going to be try to be as transparent as possible. But yeah, things are starting to come together. We're starting to feel really good. We just pushed a bunch of code today. Did we
Yeah.
push it? Did we push
We
it or is it just sitting there?
We didn't push it to.
Ooh, I'll push it right now.
Push it. Yeah, that's a great thing to end this stream on. We're going to push that code. It's not going live. Don't.
Yeah, it's not to release.
It's not
it.
going
Never
live.
relax.
Don't look
No,
at
no.
the code.
Told you it wasn't that
Yeah,
exciting.
Sibber, don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not pushing live. It's just, this is a meaningful thing for us. that we're
Pushing. Yeah.
Review changes. Nah.
Yeah, and again, like, thanks for all your patience
Nah.
and stuff. And,
Yes.
Yeah,
and,
thank you. I know
bearing
it's
with us. Basically, coming back. Also, everything's on fire. Like, I would just like to acknowledge the real world for a second and say that, if you've been experiencing stress, and I know a lot of people used Blaseball as a coping mechanism last year during, the first lockdown and us getting used to this new normal and that kind of thing. And we really just appreciate your patience while things are a little chaotic in the world, at least our world. So, yeah, I think it'll be really worth it at the end of the day. I'm excited for it.
we're having a lot of fun working on this new era.
Yeah,
That's all I'll say about
It's
it.
it's fun. It's fun.
And
There's
and
some
not-
fun stuff.
And working on it while it's not live is a luxury that we understand
Mhm.
is something that we get to have right now, and so we're trying to make the best of it right now because it won't be quite the same, obviously, when the game is live again. So
Yeah. So and there got some big changes coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends what gets voted in.
we're not going to say anything.
Some stuff already got voted in. So.
I will say, if I were to hint at it a little bit, you're going to get a lot of stuff right off the bat. And that,
Yeah.
there's
Give
also
me-
a baseball pun there, but
Yeah, but
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Fun and fresh and funky.
funky fresh. You heard it here. Yeah, we are really
How many
excited.
do we
that's
wanna
your Blasona.
Do we want to see how many lines were changed in that one merge? I want to know how many it is total.
Oh man. I think it's gone.
Oh, doesn't that say?
I changed
What?
111 files.
137 files.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
137 changes right off the bat.
Plus 7,995 lines.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, and then no more words about it because I'm getting scared that we're gonna accidentally say something. Like I
Yeah,
just I
exactly.
know
That's-
Able, they're
I
able to
trust you all to
discern
not
what
say
we
it.
were doing
it just
Yeah.
scares
by
me to
how
even
many
be-
lines we changed.
Yeah.
They are managed
No.
to like go back and figure out.
No more
Can
of
we
this,
have-
okay?
Can we have one
Well, the-
more? Can we
Well,
have
this
one
script
more?
only has this many lines, so it could be
No!
a combination of this script. This
I hate this.
Can we
I
have
hate
one
every
more shout out
second
for
of this.
Blaseball Cares? Can we
Yeah.
do one more? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This is
Thank you,
amazing.
Baseball Cares.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much.
this is really
We
really
love
fun
you.
to have.
And not just for the
Yeah, thank
gift,
you,
but
guys.
for everything you've done.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I can say like this, we're remote. We're remote, and some of us are not used to being remote, and this is pretty cool for us to all be able to
Yeah.
have this. It's really cool. Roll down and we'll feel it eventually. You'll know what it's
Indeed.
like someday. Yeah.
I'm gonna expedite my return now because I'm super jealous.
Please
Cool.
be safe.
Well, hey, thanks for paying attention. Thanks for tuning in. I
Yeah,
can't-
thanks for the support.
Someone else close
Seriously.
this out. Yeah.
Sam, go ahead.
Thank you everyone for validating my my movie choices and my TV choices. I feel very seen right now. I say movies all the time, and then they're like, "I've never heard of that," and then I'm like, or like, "Really, you saw that?" 'Cause
We're trying to close this out here.
okay, I'm just saying, I can't believe you guys had never heard of Leverage,
All right.
but
I
whatever.
think everybody watch
We're gonna
Leverage.
end on
All
Leverage.
binge watch Leverage.
Everyone tune in. We'll all
John
watch
Rogers,
Leverage.
if you're watching, thank you for me.
We
Yes.
have not scheduled the next one of these yet, but we will talk more about that in the upcoming weeks.
And we'll likely be close to season 12.
Yeah, exactly. So
Probably.
Anyway.
Thank you,
all
everybody.
right, thank you, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Bye bye.
See ya.
I
Melissa, tell
remember
us when
have
we're
to-
gone.